Hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson, and this is Surplus Funds 101. In today's video, and in this state funds tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything you need to know about New Mexico. Everybody always wants to know, how do I register for a state? How do I call the state departments? How do I know where to work? How much am I going to get paid? When am I going to get paid? So on and so forth. And in this video, I'm going to share it all with you. Before I get into that though, just wanted to start by saying thanks to all the people out there that like my videos, subscribe to the channel, or just been a long-term supporter. Really appreciate it. With that being said, let's get into it. The very first thing, before I really start diving deep, is just a little refresher for you guys, okay? When it comes to researching the states that you want to work in, okay, about 90% of the questions that you could ever have for me will all be sitting there for you on the state unclaimed funds website, or you can figure it out by calling the department. So I encourage you guys to all go do your own research. You know, call the state departments. That's why these people are employed and they work there. They're there to answer your questions. You know, you're gonna have to deal with them eventually. You know, if you aren't clear about anything, call the state department directly and just ask them. I do it all the time. You know, I've been doing this for I'm in this business for a while. You know, we put up all this production. Even me, when I don't know something, I go right to the State Department and ask them directly. Okay, now for all you guys that are brand new, they're still kind of unclear about how you even go find the website to get the information from. Here is a little tick sheet right below on what to do. So the very first thing is just go to a Google search, and in that search bar, you type the state's name followed by unclaimed funds. So if you were researching Mississippi, it would be Mississippi unclaimed funds. Now, usually the very first 2 or 3 things that are going to pop up is going to be the state website or the information, the website that you're looking for. Now, these websites, they might not say Mississippi unclaimed funds. Usually it's going to be something around the lingo of Mississippi Department of Revenue, something like that. But you will be able to see it in the search bar. So just click on that state, and then once you get to the website, you go and you find a tab that says Property Investigators. You click on that and just start doing your own due diligence. You guys start doing some reading on the website. You'll figure out almost everything you need to know. Generally speaking, though, the Investigator tab on most websites is at the very bottom. Okay, now here are just some general details, okay, that and some general answers to a lot of the questions some investigators will have when reviewing a state on if it's even something that they want to get themselves into. You know, I know myself, I have my own criteria of things that I'm going to need to have as far as a commission minimum, a payout time frame minimum, and so on and so forth. Here are the answers to those things. So as far as an investigator commission cap, that's usually the biggest thing. How much am I going to get paid? The state of New Mexico, they don't have a cap. I know a lot of the states you guys work in, they might cap you at 10 or 20%. The state of New Mexico, they do not have a cap. Now, just because they don't have a cap doesn't mean you can bend somebody over and take them to the frickin' washers and back, okay? What I would still suggest is don't go above 40 or 50%. If something bad were to happen and this thing were to go to court, and just trust me, guys, that the percentage chance of that happening is like getting struck on the forehead with lightning. But if it were to go to court, it'd be probably looked at as unconstitutional or an unfair amount. But you guys, it's your business. Charge whatever you want to. That's just what I would do. Now, as far as New Mexico goes, they do not require a license to help somebody recover lost assets. Okay, so that's really good. The state pays the claimant directly after the funds have been released. So once you have somebody that tells you yes, you're going to have them sign some paperwork. You're going to package that paperwork up along with all the supporting documents to create a completed claim package. You're going to send that to the state. After the state has reviewed all those documents, they're going to release those funds. Those funds don't go to you in New Mexico. They go to the claimant. So you're going to have to manually invoice them or digitally invoice them. And on a little side note, you guys, it is not scary at all. I never have a problem. Very seldomly do I ever have problems with invoicing somebody. I do everything digitally. I don't ever send mail, but regardless, getting people to pay you is not going to be a problem if you guys are brand new. Keep in mind, you are helping people recover a lost asset they may or may not know they have. Okay, you're not taking money out of their pocket. You're gonna be taking money away from something they didn't even know they had. It's usually not that big of a problem at all. Okay. Now down here it says 48-month hold time to recover unclaimed funds. That's not uncommon. Okay. Actually, I take that back. 48 months is a long time. Usually the max is 2 years. Now, on the state's website, and I even called and messaged them to try to get some clarification on this. I wasn't able to. But on the state website, it says must wait 48 months unless claim package is accompanied with a letter from an attorney. So it wasn't clear if you could use a POA form on accounts in New Mexico or what. But you guys, again, go to the state website yourself and do some due diligence. That might help you out. Okay, now as far as leads go, the state of New Mexico does not offer bulk leads, aka there's no CD that comes in the mail where all of it's just located in one place to where you can scrub the data, you can segregate it, you can skip trace it, you can upload it into an auto dialer and send it off. Not send it off, gosh, I'm on one today, but make your phone calls. The state of New Mexico, you have to manually search and aggregate all that data all by yourself. Okay, now as far as investigator agreements go, okay, the state of New Mexico requires you to have a disclosure agreement. That is state drafted. They give that to you. Okay, they also want you to have a claimant agreement that you must provide. Now, if you guys don't have a claimant agreement, I do. Okay, I have a document library. There's going to be a link in the description. You can go and take advantage of that document library. It has everything that I use to run my business in there, and it'll help you out. It will provide you with an investigator agreement as well. But again, you guys, go do your own due diligence, double check everything with the state. I'm not an attorney. I don't ever plan to be. Yeah, don't do anything without talking to an attorney. I guess there you go. There's my disclaimer. And then as far as the contact information for the state, here are all the links. Okay, so you can pause the video and you can manually type it in yourself, or all the links to this video are going to be in the description of the video. So just click below and you can just click it and boom, go there. But yeah, the top one's just general information. The second one is the download for the claimant disclosure. And then right here below is the email address if you need to email them. And then this is their physical address. But with that being said, you guys, this is it. You know, I hope this was good information for you guys, and this can help you determine whether or not you want to work in the state of New Mexico or not and help claimants recover lost assets. With that being said, you guys, go out there and crush it. Take care. See ya.